They're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. But tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the New York Jets. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, it's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is, but to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words, because they talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
And it's caught. And a hard tackle there as he'll go down after a gain of about 5. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Back to throw now in his own end zone. He's got the hook up with Diggs. A very solid gain of 27.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
And the Patriot first down.
Carry here for Trevion Henderson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. This defense for the Jets, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
First down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down.
May now off the bootleg. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on it. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff.
And Brown's got it for a Patriots touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. You look at this Patriots defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on third down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other.
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there. But they do convert on 4th. First carry for Rashad White. And some room to run now. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Rashad White with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. May. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, New England.
Henderson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 58 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll go back to Henderson on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Brown goes in motion left. To the air, May. Got a man open, it's Darren Waller. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. 7-7, our score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To throw, it's May. And he fends him off. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he will step out of bounds, but not before he's all the way across the 50.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made, is the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
This is White on the screen. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Rashad White with a 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal.
And got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for New England. 42 yards.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this offense.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It leaves
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On the draw, this is Henderson. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 24. 60 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing here is May. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Patriots first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position could get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll throw with May. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Here's May. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Now they send a running back in motion right. Henderson. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a
throw left side is complete on a diving effort. That is caught by Williams. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there with an amazing diving catch. And the Patriots take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive if they watch the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Ready? Bravo 80. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready?
On first down, right back to Hall. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And calling a loss of a yard there. And now what we have here, a third and goal. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Third and goal, McCarthy. Over the middle, and that's to Taylor, the tight end. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So a decision to make there. They decline the penalty as they'd rather force the 4th down.
Buffalo 8. Here we go. Here we go. Cougar 19. Check out.
Going for it, here's McCarthy. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. On first down, he'll drop to throw. May looking to run. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll check this down to Henderson out of the backfield. A beautiful spin and room to run. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
On the counter, it's Henderson. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8. Looks like they'll move things around here.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Here's second and 8. Touchdown, Patriots. Kyle Williams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Patriots will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point now for Borregales. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is McCarthy. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have now allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Sticking with the pass, here's McCarthy. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good. And that will tie us at 24 all. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it. And that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll throw now on the final play. And Diggs has it. And he takes a pop at the end of that one. It'll be a gain of about 4. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles, so as we start the third quarter. Curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Hall again. trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Third down from the gun, McCarthy. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go.
They go with White on the counter. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
Here's McCarthy. And that'll be incomplete.
The offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
To the air with McCarthy. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
A 50-yard attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good. And they have regained the lead. They don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they're trailing the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back. Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Up the middle, here's Henderson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That's good for 28 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. They'll swing this out to Henderson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Henderson running straight ahead. And he is out of bounds, but first first, he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. May looking to run. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Looking to throw. May. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 15. So that, a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field, thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
They'll start the drive with a giveaway. And they'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level.
A heavy rush, and down he goes. Channing Tindall, the one who got through to drop him. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. Third and long coming up.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
This one deep for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here's the Jets punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Patriots take over.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. From the gun to give to Henderson. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime.
We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and a couple. To the air, May. They set up the screen for Henderson.
And he goes down, but not before getting is inside the 25. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
This is caught by Williams. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
A quick throw taken in by Diggs. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Stephon Diggs. With career touchdown number 96, he joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Patriots have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
One advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Ball again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. It's taken to the 26. Fights him off. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone learns to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Here's May. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 18 on the play.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know. Bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first. After the D blanketed his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense. They finish this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Around the motion, man right. Throwing here is May. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson.
And he's got this down to the 35. That'll be a New England first down and gain of 12. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter.
Down to about the 32.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. To the outside, that's complete to Williams. And running with power here. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Kyle Williams.
31 yards.
And the Pats look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
This is 1st and 10. Now McCarthy.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it.
And they will finally stop him with a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
On the handoff, Henderson.
118 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
What a change in this ball game in the fourth quarter, Charles. They just completely took over, and not only did they get the lead, they end up winning somewhat comfortably.
And when we spent time talking with them before the game, they made sure